When severe weather is in our forecast and then approaches the area, maybe actually occurs in our area, we talk about where the safe area in your home is and that you need to know where it is so you can get there if severe weather approaches your home. So working with the Office of Emergency Management here in Hamilton County, we're going to take you on a little tour here of a home and talk about where your safe place would be. So in our presentation today, we have Amy Maxwell here, and she's with Hamilton County Office of Emergency Management. And many of you may have seen her on our air and in various storms and emergencies. And you basically tell us a little bit about what you do at the office.
Oh, what we usually do is I'm promoting the public information, whether it's good news or bad news, in a certain situation. But we're here to provide information for the general public to make sure that we are providing accurate information for the general public in an emergency situation.
Exactly. So today we're talking about where many things, and in this presentation is going to be about where to go during severe weather, what a watch or a warning is, all these kind of things. We talk about a lot on TV, but we're going to actually see in this house here, as an example, where a safe place will be. And so, Amy, what are we looking for in different buildings and different things?
Right, that's one thing that we really need to concentrate on is the fact that a home is going to be different from an apartment, and an apartment's actually be different from an office building. So we want to make sure that we cover all these different surroundings where people live and reside during the day and in the evening. And we've seen a lot of severe weather that's come through in Chattanooga. We've been hit by several tornadoes in the past, and we just want to make sure that people know what to do in the event of severe weather. So we thought that we would do a presentation and provide the information to the general public. Where is the safest location to go? Whether you live on a two-story home, a three-story home, or a first-level home, we want to make sure that we're able to provide that information to the general public.
Yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about is on this house. It does have a basement. We're going to talk about that, but we're going to assume it does not have a basement. So on the first level here, Amy's going to show us a place that she feels like may be the best place to go. So Amy, we're going to assume we don't have a basement. First floor here, where's the best room in this house?
This is going to be the utility room, and the reason why we picked this room is it's the interior room of this home. It's the first level. And then also it's because it's away from windows and doors. So this is a secure, safe location during a severe weather storm.
Okay, so here's one place, but there's actually one other in this house on the first floor. There's one place here in this house, and this has a second floor, so you have some stairs, but even in a townhome, like in an apartment complex where you have 2 stories, sometimes you'll have a staircase and a closet or a storage area. Good place, right?
Right. This is actually another great location. This is underneath the stairs, which kind of uses as a canopy to protect people as well. So this would be like a closet that you could use to hunker down in during a severe storm.
Yeah, so actually a couple good places here on the first level. So now we're in the basement of this home, and there's actually quite a spectacular storm shelter that was already here. So tell me about this.
So
this is Norman.
Yeah, this is Norman, and he's part of the story here because we don't want to forget our pets. Mm-hmm. Our pets are a top priority, and they're part of our family too. So. Sure. In this sense, we do have a storm shelter in here. Mm-hmm. And the reason why this is so important is because it's all poured concrete. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a great and secured location for the time being until your severe weather has already passed by.
Obviously, not everybody has this luxury of having something like this in their basement, but still some of the same safety concerns are there as far as maybe there's some windows or whatever. You want to stay away from those.
Right. And we can't emphasize it enough. It's the lowest point of your home away from windows and doors. I mean, that's the top priority is Good. Finding a safe location for that.
And Norman, he's 14, so as of this taping here, so he looks like he's used to kind of being down here.
Yeah, he's really good about it, and like we said, a pet's got to come with us too. They're part of our family, so you just need to make sure that if you do have a safe location, that you bring everyone with you.
Okay. Now, she also has put together a couple things that you may also be interested in. So we're here in the storm shelter. Great place. I think I could spend a little time out here just without the severe weather, you know?
Right.
But I want to also tell you here, some of the things you've lined up here that you may want to have, not just for necessarily severe storms and weather-related stuff, but just for general, you know, in case of emergency in general. But here's the weather radio. Very important.
Yes, very important. It's a excellent tool to have. It's a weather alert radio. It's inexpensive. It's about $30 that you can purchase at any of the stores. And the importance of this is it alerts you even in the middle of the night when you're asleep. It is a great tool to have to let you know that there is some severe weather approaching our area. So that's a tool that you can have and bring with you down here to or wherever your safe location is, because it's actually done with batteries as well.
That's right, and so very important there. We also have the usual thing that we talk about a lot in the past and even now: flashlight and batteries. Also, we have some food here
Right.
in case things really get complicated. You want to have some food.
That's right. We do have, for instance, we have bottled water. Water is very, very important to have. The water needs to be at least a gallon of water per person per day. Mm-hmm. We have some non-perishable items: peanut butter, crackers, tuna, and then of course medications. I always bring my medicines. I have to have them. And a lot of people who are diabetics or heart patients, they need to make sure that they have those immediate needs in the event that something catastrophic happens at their home. And then, of course, important files. People don't realize that. You've got car titles, you have, your social security cards, your driver's license, insurance papers for your home in the event. You need to be able to have that so that if you do have significant damage to your home, that you do have that paperwork that's on file. How I use mine is as I put them in a container, so that what I can do is just close it up and I can carry it with me. So if I can't stay in my home, I have all my paperwork with me.
And that's a good point. You might be displaced and you might need some of these things to kind of be traveling around from one place to another. So wanted to point that out. I want to thank Amy Maxwell and the Office of Emergency Management for helping us with this presentation. Here's a little wrap up for you. Things to remember, I call it. Remember to have a safety plan in place. That means everyone in the family knows what to do if they hear impending weather is headed your way. We'll talk more about that in a second. The lowest level of a building is best for safety, like a basement or the first level of a house, an interior room. Best away from windows. Be sure you have your weather radio on and plugged in. Now this goes for all times of the year, anytime. And if it goes off, then check it out. If you're going to your shelter, then take it with you. Make sure the batteries are fresh. A watch means a threat exists probably later in the day, maybe even 3 to 5 hours later in the day, while a warning means that there is a threat right now if your county is indicated. And of course, we invite you to download the News Channel 9 Weather app and set the notifications. That's one way you can get an early start, another first line of defense for any watches or warnings that are issued. I hope this was helpful, informative for you, and I thank you for watching.